Hey there everyone, you're watching a visual demo of match of the Millenium SNK versus Capcom on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Alright, the game is pretty much like most other fighting games. It comes out with an opening cinematic, usually showing characters inside the game itself. Alright, here we have the title screen. It says to press A. We have two options, start and setup. Let's go into setup to see what we got. Alright, here you see we have different types of levels going from a novice mode all the way up to gamer mode. There's 5 different levels, and gamer being the highest. I'm not going to describe them all. You could pretty much see for yourself in this video. There's also a timer going from 30 seconds all the way up to 90 seconds up to infinity, which has pretty much means no limit. There's also stage selects where you want to begin the stage, going from stage 1 to 5. 5 being the last battle among the main group. After that, it's pretty much the boss fights. And auto power off, that means the game shuts off automatically. You don't want that on, so let's leave it off. There's also BGM music, and here we have the battle setup, which is pretty much your controls. Most of them I have no idea what they mean. Provoke, that's pretty much your taunt. Hide, I have no idea what that is. Most of these I have no idea what they are really. But here you have your buttons A and B, punch and kick. Winning point means how many fights you go through and able to win that whole fight. Alright, let's start the game. We're going to have it in novice mode. Here in the main menu you have different modes you can play in. Tourney being the arcade mode. Versus mode, you can connect to other players. There's also Olympic, where you compete in several mini games and earn points. Interesting thing about the Olympic mode, you could also earn points to gain new moves for each individual character in the game. Entry mode pretty much shows your save data for each character. Sparring, that's your practice mode, and record, that gives you a record of all your wins and losses in the game so far. Alright, you have 3 different modes of gameplay. A single mode, you play a single character. Tag team, you have 2 characters, you can tag them in by pressing back and A and B at the same time. And there's also team mode, which is different from tag team mode. Team mode, you play with 3 different characters, but you can't tag them in. It's like a one-on-one elimination match. Alright, there's also 3 different styles. Average, that's charge your meter and give out a large special move. Counter, you counter attack, and rush, that's pretty much your custom combo. Here you see different ranges of SNK characters, and on the right side those are different ranges of Capcom characters. Let's try a character we already unlocked here, Akuma. Let's get to him, just give me a second. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to go through a bunch of these stages. This first stage, we're going to see all the way through, while several other ones we're going to go into time lapse. The gameplay, I mean, it's really simple. You give a light tap to a button, it'll give a weak punch or a weak kick. You hold it down for like a second or half a second, and it'll go into a fierce punch or fierce kick. There's a little gauge at the bottom you can see there, just barely. That's pretty much your special move counter. You can charge it up to number 1 or level 2, whichever works for you, and unleash a special move. Basically, most special moves can be activated by doing quarter circle forward or back with a punch and kick, and it'll activate that move accordingly. Alright, let's go through this battle in time lapse. And this game is pretty interesting for a 16-bit unit. It goes into different cutscenes. Here we have an add-on to the arcade mode. It's like a little story, but it's pretty much the same for every character. Pretty much in these cutscenes, you're gonna have either Geese and Bison. Geese for Capcom characters, and Bison for the SNK characters. Now there's another cutscene right here when Billy tries to attack you or take you out, and pretty much it's going to show you being rescued by a character from the other company. Here you have Akuma being saved by Yori, and it's pretty much the same way for each character where they have a rival, so to speak, between SNK and Capcom. Right here you get to fight your rival as well. Now, if you play through any of the fighting games in the Capcom series or the SNK series, the special moves are pretty much the same. Say the Hurricane Kick, for example, is a quarter circle back with a kick. That's pretty much the same. Hadouken, quarter circle forward with a kick. And, you know, you can pretty much look it up online and find out which move is which. Alright, that's pretty much the end of this visual demo. There's part 2 coming up as well.